Hey everyone, this is a tutorial of how to make these adorable pineapple emoji keychains. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and give a big thumbs up to this video. So let's get started. But before we get started, this is a collab with Candiware and she'll be making a Pokemon DIY. So don't forget to check out her video after you've watched mine. So let's get started. First, you're just going to roll out a ball of yellow clay, roll it into a circle, and then you're just going to roll it into an oval shape with your 2 fingers. And then I'm just going to press it on a flat surface so it can stand, but if you don't want yours to stand, just skip this step. And then you're just going to take anything straight, a piece of plastic, a piece of paper, absolutely anything, a piece of cardboard, a piece of card, and just make lines. Any sort of lines, random lines, because pineapples aren't perfect, so just make random lines. I also did some lines on the top and the bottom, but you don't have to because the top is going to be covered with the leaves and no one's going to look at the bottom of the pineapple. But I just did it for fun. Here's how mine's turned out, and as you can see, it's not perfect at all. And then I rolled out a thin sheet of green clay, and it's a dark green, and then I took a piece of bubble tea straw and I just folded it. And then when you open it up, it will be leaf shape, and this will be your stamp. So you just stamp it in the green clay and you've got your pretty leaves. I did more than what I was supposed to because just in case they become broken or it doesn't come out right, then I don't have to stamp again all these leaves. I just have some spares. And some of them may get stuck in the clay, but just pull them out, it's very easy. Next, I've got something like a needle tool, a toothpick will work as well, some glue, and my leaves. So I'm going to take one of the leaves and put a tiny bit of glue in the middle and fold it. My leaves dried very quickly, were starting to dry, so that's why I used glue. And then I added more leaves and more leaves around it, so it becomes a bit like a flower. It's like you're making a rose. And this is in the middle of the process, so I add a bit of glue and then I add one of the leaves. See, it's starting to look a bit like a flower. You're just going to add the leaves and just stop whenever you want to. It can be a very big branch or a little one. You can add as many leaves as you want. Next, after you finish, you're just going to roll it just a tiny bit at the end. Just a very tiny bit. And then just cut the end off. Just a very tiny bit of the end. Just sort out the leaves a bit, and then going to take our pineapple, add a bit of glue on top, and add your leaves. You could of course keep it like this, but I want to make it more adorable, of course. So while that's drying, I'm just going to put it aside and make the adorable face. So I rolled out a very thin sheet of red clay. You could use a heart cutter if you would like, but mine is obviously too big, so I have to make my own. So I took a piece of metal from a tea light candle, and then I folded it. and then I folded it again the other way, and then I sort of curved it, if that makes any sense. You could also use a plastic binder for this step, and then you're just going to stamp it in your clay. Or a very easier option is just to use these cute gems. You can get them from necklaces, anything. After I've got my 2 adorable hearts, I'm going to stick them on my pineapple. So I added some glue on the face, 2 drops where you want your eyes to be, and then I just stuck on my eyes. And then I took a brown permanent marker. You could also use black, but the emoji face is actually a very dark brown if you look at it closely. So I just used brown and I made a little smiley face. I drew a little smiley. You could also use paint, but I just decided to use permanent marker because it's so much easier and you need to let the paint dry, but permanent marker you just draw it on. And then of course you need to add an eye pin if you want it to turn it into a keychain. These last 3 steps are optional, I'm just saying. And I wanted to make this keychain even more adorable by adding some blush, and I mixed some red chalk pastel and some white to give a pinkish colour, and I just brushed it on those adorable little cheeks. You don't have to do this of course, but it just makes it look so much more adorable. And this last step is optional as well, but I decided to glaze mine. And I do it with a paintbrush because I control the glaze, and plus it gives a rough texture to the pineapple, and pineapples are rough, so it needs that rough texture. I also made this adorable one, and I did the face with Sharpie and the heart with clay. And I also added a chain to the best one I had made, and they look so adorable, guys. You guys have to try this DIY because it's so adorable, and on your keys it just looks so cute. So don't forget to check out candiware's video. And I'll leave a link in the description box below. So bye guys!